Good morning, everybody. How's it going? I'm doing this in the little webcammy jobby because I'm lazy. This weekend, okay, first off, this week it's been a slow news week, which means that Nukezilla doesn't publish any news, which turns out is a terrible thing if you're in the news publishing industry. So we're trying to get out of that industry as quickly as possible. If you would like to write for Nukezilla, maybe you could come on board as our official Slow News Week editor, where your job is to create content which goes up on the site when nothing important's happening. Get in touch, wardrox@gmail.com. Now, yesterday I went to the Manchester Zine convention and I got myself loads of Zine. Oh no, I'm dropping them. There's so many. Loads of Zines. Now, I've had a few Zines in the past, because Zines are a very cool thing. They're basically like short-run, small, very niche magazines. There's like slightly glossier ones, like I got Nude, which isn't actually about nude at all. It's an indie culture quarterly, so I think Gavin would probably describe it as massively hipster, but it's actually very, very cool things full of nice, pretty art and cool articles about things that I don't understand, and I got one about being vegan. So this is a good one. This is a vegan one, which has got a rabbit on it, where you can sort of see it's like photocopy, and like this is sort of what a lot of people think of when they think of zines, I can't remember it. Like really, still very, very nice. Like they do have a certain aesthetic to it. Vapid Kitten, which I read this morning whilst drinking my coffee. This is a really cool issue 4, Analog versus Digital. If you Google for all of these, then you can find them. But I read this morning, and this is good. I'll get back to this one in a second. It's very, very glossy, very, very nice. There's other ones. This one is just quite exciting. But yeah, so I've got a bunch of these. I found the hair, which is like, look how pretty that is. Just look at how pretty it is. Oh, I dropped a business card. Yeah, it was quite a nice fair. That's the hair business card. And I ended up running out of money basically. So I've also collected a bunch of business cards from the people who I wasn't able to give my money to. So what does this have to do with me being the editor-in-chief of Nukezilla? Well, as some of you may remember, a few weeks, probably months ago, I suggested the idea of Nukezilla having a Zine, and turns out going to a Zine convention makes me more keen to do the idea. We have 3 years, about 3,500 articles, which I will be slowly going through, and at some point this year, the Nukezilla Zine will exist. Now, ideally, I'd like it to be like this, where it's paper, but it's like really quite nice. But we may have to build up to this, and the first Zine will almost certainly be like this. So it's quite nice paper. I mean, it's paper, and then everything is all sort of like photocopied and stuck in, and it's going to be quite exciting. And there will be, right now in my head, as I suggest this, like a handwritten intro by me. It will have a print run of in the dozens, and you won't have to pay for it. Because I like it, and because if you had to pay for it, then that would be you. It's complicated, but basically I can't be doing with classic systems of capitalism because they don't work. I mean, all blogs are going to, disappear in a few years' time because they're on the advertising model. Advertising rates are only ever going to go down, and then they may have started out as good quality blogs, but they have to stop being good quality blogs in order to support their advertising addiction. So I don't like that at all. This is where Nukezilla Prime comes in, because we, as an entity, as a group, as Nukezilla, we make good content, and you pay us how much you think that's worth in order to support it. Something I did mention last time that someone picked up on is that I basically said that I was okay for money right now. I am. Nukezilla isn't. I would like to distinguish the fact that there are 2 bank accounts in the system. There is mine, which is money that I've earned doing freelance web design. I've not earned anything from Nukezilla. And then there's Nukezilla's budget, which is a PayPal account. And in that is all advertising money, all Prime money will go in there, donations, everything goes in there, and then hosting and all that fun stuff is paid out of there. And currently, if we make no more money, I think we're good for like 2 or 3 months. Because the thing is, we got those really expensive, nice servers, and then didn't use them. So Prime is going to come along and then use those servers, and it's all very nice and pretty. And this is something else. I can never work out how much with Prime. How much do I tell you guys about the business side of things? Because I want to be really open, but then it's kind of depressing, and you can end up like, oh well, if my blog earns $3 a month, and then I'm paying blah blah blah, and you can end up like thinking your way into terrible situations. So I'm still not sure. I may just not let you guys know how much money things are happening, and you can guesstimate. And I mean, obviously, you can email me and I'll tell you, but it won't be particularly publicly out there. So that's basically all I've been doing. I'm going to be reading these for the rest of the afternoon, I think. Maybe playing some video games, perhaps. I don't know. Top Secret Project is currently on hold. Things that are because it's not my project that I'm doing. I am part of a bigger project, and the bigger project is being held up, so I'm now just waiting. But yeah, so Nukezilla will, at some point this year, have something like this, and if you are thinking, oh, I'd like a copy of that, then you will get a copy of that, and it's nice. So, yeah, if you're an artist, please do get in contact, because Zines are nice things, and they're at least 50% words, and I got the words pretty much sorted, but they're also 50% art, and pictures, and nice design. So, if you are an arty, picturey, nice designy person, get in contact or leave a comment. I mean, this is still a long way off. This falls into the category of, you know, when I told you guys about Nukezilla Prime like months and months ago, this fits into that category. Like, it's a long way off, but that's what these video blogs are for. They're just like letting you peek behind the curtain of Nukezilla. So I'm gonna head off. Jesus, 7 minutes. Oh dearie me, I thought this was going to be a small one, so I had nothing to say. Anyway, so apologise for wasting some of your time. I'm going to head off. And what are you up to on this rather grim-looking Sunday? And what do you think of getting yourself a free Nukezilla Zine?